Okay, so how to declare a variable in JavaScript? You have to write a keyword var space name of the variable. For example, I'm writing name of the variable. Okay, so this syntax we will understand. Okay, the first part is a keyword and second part is the name of the variable. Okay, so here the name of the variable is nothing but a string, so you can write any string here. Okay, but give a meaningful name. For example, first name. Okay, score. Okay, age. Okay, so this is the name of the variable. So variable name must be a string. Okay, and you cannot give space. For example, first space name, this is not allowed. Okay, so you have to write first name without space. So this is how you have to declare a variable. Okay, so I will write a comment in front of this statement. This is variable declaration. Okay, so this is a variable declaration. So this statement is variable declaration. Okay, so now on next line we will assign a value inside this variable. So the value will be stored inside this variable. For example, first name is equal to, in single quotes, you have to define any string. For example, Pritam or Akshay or test or hello world. Any string you can give. After this statement you can give semicolon. Okay, so this is the declaration of variable and this is assignment. Okay, so this is assignment, means we are storing a value. This is a value and this is a variable. We are storing a value inside this variable. Okay, so this is the keyword, this is the variable name and this is the value. Okay, so where is the old way of declaring a variable? So there is a modern way of defining a variable. You can use let. So this let or where is case sensitive. That means you have to write let in lowercase only. Okay, so after declaring a variable and after assigning a value to the variable, we can print this variable. How we can print it? Console dot log, and here you have to write the variable name, first name, without single quotes, semicolon. Now let's execute our code in terminal. Write node space app.js, app.js, press enter. Okay, so as you see the output hello world. Okay, because we are printing it and it will get printed into terminal. Okay, so other statements will not get printed. Okay, only console log will be printed. Okay, first statement is declaration, assignment and printing. Okay, so now let's build a logic using variable. So what is the point of having variable? Okay, so what we can do, let number 1. Okay, so variable name must start with character and then you can mention number, but you cannot write one number. This will give you error. Okay, but instead of this you can write number 1. Okay, and after this you can give value number1 is equal to 10 semicolon, let number2 semicolon number2 is equal to 20 semicolon. Okay, so here we have defined 4 statements. Okay, after this what we can do is we can declare another variable let total, and here we can do total is equal to number1 plus number semicolon. So what value we are assigning to a variable name total is addition of number 1 and number 2. Okay, so we are defining a number 1, number 2, and we are storing this total into third variable. And now let's print it. Console dot log, here just write total semicolon, and now let's execute node space app.js 30. Okay, so now you must have understood why we are using variables. Okay, so here we have declared a variable and assigning it on the next line. Okay, so you can combine this into one line. How we can do it? So number1 is equal to 10, and you can remove this line. Okay, and instead of this you can write number2 is equal to 20, and you can write let total is equal to number1 plus number2. Okay, so this by this way we have reduced the line of code. Okay, now let's execute this code again. Okay, we are getting the output total. Okay, so I have introduced you one logical operator plus. We can use plus to add these two numbers. Okay, similarly you can use minus. Okay, let's see the output, it's minus 10. Okay, so now let's say we are printing just total, but I want to print something like total is 30. So how can we do it? So we can write like this. Okay, uh, inside single quote total is, and after single quote you can write plus total. Total is a variable name. Don't get confused with this string. Okay, you can write anything in this single quote. Sum is, total is, anything will work. Okay, so now let's execute our code again. We see sum is minus 10. Okay, instead of minus I'll give plus. Okay, so let's execute again. Sum is 30. Okay, so here we have declared a variable and we have given a value as number. Notice that there is no single quotes. It's just number without a single quote. So if there is a number without single quote, then this is considered as a number, not just a string. Okay, so that's why we are able to do arithmetic operation. Okay, so I will explain you again. Let's say we want to declare a age. So let's say let age is equal to 20. Okay, this is one variable. Let's declare another variable. Let name is equal to Pritam. But this we have to write in a single quote. Single quote Pritam. Okay, so this is called as number and this is called as text, or you can call it string. In programming language this is called as a string. Okay, so this is a string, this is a number. So this was the basic idea of declaring a variable. So now let's understand errors. Okay, we have declared this line, but by mistake instead of E we write A. Okay, and then we try to execute our code. Then what will be the output? Here I will execute the code and let's read the information we got on the terminal. So here we have run the command to execute the code, and after this we got this output. Okay, so let's read it, what is saying. Okay, the first line here, it's representing the file name, in which file we have the error. Okay, the file app.js, this is the file inside node.js folder. Okay, colon first represent the line number. Okay, on first line number we are getting the error, so it will show you on which line we have this error. Okay, so there is a syntax error. As I said, you cannot write any other word instead of let, otherwise you will get error. So this is the example of this error. Okay, syntax error, unexpected identifier age. Okay, so it's saying I don't know what is this age is. Okay, and also it's giving you underline error. Okay, unexpected keyword or identifier. Okay, so here we have to correct it, so we have to write it age. Okay, and let's generate another error. Let's say we miss equal to symbol. Okay, and then we try to run the code again. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, syntax error here, what is saying unexpected number. Okay, so after declaring variable, it was not expecting a number. There should be a equal to sign or the end of the statement. Okay, so by this information we can identify the error. Okay, okay, like there is a let keyword, there is a const keyword as well. Okay, so when we declare a variable using const keyword, on next line we cannot change its value. So initially the value is 20 and I try to make it 30. Okay, so here we have assigned it and here we are reassigning it, means we are changing the value. So I will write a comment as 20 and then reassigning 30. Okay, and we will try to print it console.log age. Okay, so now let's try to execute our code. So we are getting error. Okay, because we have declared a variable using const keyword. What is the meaning of const? It means constant. Once you assign the value, you cannot change it, you cannot assign a new value to it. Okay, so similar error it's giving you on line number 2. Okay, age is equal to 30. Okay, type error, what is the type of error? It's assignment to constant variable. Okay, we are trying to assign to a constant variable. This is not allowed using const keyword. Okay, but if I try to make it let, it will work, because if you declare a variable with let keyword, you can reassign a new value to it. Okay, so let's check the output again. So 30, initially the value was 20 and now we change it to 30 and then we are printing it. So this is fine using let keyword. Okay, so we will print it after assigning 20. So here first we declared with 20, we are printing it, then we are reassigning to 30, and then we are printing it again. Okay, you don't need to worry about this empty line, it will be ignored. Okay, so you can have as many as empty lines here, it won't matter. Okay, so now let's execute our code again. So now you see 20, it's coming from this line, and you see 30, this is coming from this line. Now let's understand what is data type. Okay, so I will declare a variable, let name is equal to Pritam, and let age is equal to 30. If you notice, there is a single quote, and here there is no single quote. Okay, what is the meaning of this? This is a string and this is a number. If the variable is number, then we can perform arithmetic operations by for example plus, minus, multiplication, division. Okay, but this is a string, we cannot perform arithmetic operations on this variable. Okay, so there is a significance of data type of this variable. Okay, for example, if I print console log age minus 10 or age plus 10, we can see 40. Okay, but if I try to do name plus 10, let's see what will be the output. It's combining Pritam with number 10. Okay, it's concatenation. Concatenation means combining of a string. Okay, let's understand this concatenation clearly. Okay, let's say I declare a variable, I declare another variable last name. Okay, I will change the name of the first variable, that is first name. Last name is equal to Kambre. Okay, and let's concatenate it. Okay, console dot log, and in console log we will do first name plus last name. Okay, and now let's execute our code once again. Okay, so now it's showing you Pritam plus surname Kambre. Okay, so if you want to add space in between, what you can do, you can do first name plus, in single quote add a space, then plus last name. Okay, now let's execute this code once again. See, you will see the output first name space last name. I hope you have understood.